Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Let's make sure this is actually live. Yes, we are live. What's up, you guys? I am Lakeisha Michelle. Thank you so much for tuning in, replay, or when and if you are live. I love this moment where we talk about all things mindset because listen, the key to getting to where you want to get to every day we wake up, we have goals, we have dreams, we have ambition. Hopefully you do. If you're following me, you probably do. And the way that we get there is by always assessing our mind and our thoughts. And so I was with my dad yesterday. Anytime I'm with my dad, he's always like doing planting things, like he's gardening. Yesterday, he was giving us a lesson on how to take care of the roses. And he just is always in this garden mode. And it always inspires me to go back to my mind. Anything with nature always just gives me a mind conversation. And so I just begin to think about the new levels that I want to go to and things that I want to take care of and things that I want to actually like. I'm just excited to upgrade, right? And I'm always excited to upgrade. As soon as, like, you should never be settled. Because then when you're settled, you're like basic. And then you become basic around the other people around you. And it just becomes this basic thing. And you're not making faith moves. You're not living. When I'm not making faith moves, I'm bored. I start self-sabotaging. It just becomes a mess. So, update on my eye. Pause. You guys, my eye is going down. Remember, like last week, it was just a mess. So we shall see. I'm so over it. So over it. I want to put on a face of makeup. I haven't been able to wear makeup. Anyway, moral of the story is, good morning, everybody. Good morning. What's up, Akia? Yay for the I know. So let me tell you what I did. My daddy be like, put Listerine on everything. Listerine and alcohol since I was a kid. My daddy, if you scrape your knee, go put some Listerine on it. And literally, I promise you, there's like magic powers in the blue Listerine. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So the other day I was like, oh, you know what? Let me do what my daddy said. And I promise you guys, it has like shrunk. And so I think it's because it's like antibacterial. I don't know. Anyway, I've been using the eye drops and getting it down because I already know if you go to the doctor, like it's going away. Anyway. Ohio is I have a lot of Ohio people. Who's in Ohio? I have had a lot of Ohio people contacting me. I think it's very odd that all of a sudden, all of these Ohio, Chris Brown. I cannot, you guys, it's going away. I had some makeup. You can just kind of whatever, it's going away. Good morning, everybody. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts, but I know that you are a reflection of my crazy tail. How about I order my lunch? So, moral of the story and the conversation that came to mind was, seed thoughts. And your thoughts are seeds. And I spent some time with my mom yesterday, and it was just amazing. She was like, I really like, going outside. And I was like, oh, you guys, my mom was like a baby. She's like, I really like going outside. And I'm like, girl, let's go. What you want to do? So, of course, I took my mom. We just went on a walk and we just walked around the neighborhood and just felt the breeze. And we were just so present. And it just felt really, really good to just walk with my mom, and she just was enjoying herself. And, the part of her mom, my mom has dementia, for those of you who are new, the part of my mom that it seems like the part that is trying to hold on, she just keeps saying like, she was like, Michelle, even though you're young, she was like, we still can go places. And I was like, oh my God, like my mom just made me want to cry. She was like, I want to go. Like, basically she was saying like, I want to go out of town. And I'm like, okay, we'll go out of town. Cool. Let's go out of town. So next month we're going out of town. That's that. Right. And so then she's like, because I could go before you. And, I just want us to make sure that we live. And she just in this whole conversation of let's live. And then also there's this conversation of there's not enough. And when we get outside, she's in this mindset of let's travel, let's be free. Then when she gets in her house, I think it's because she's been there for so long and her mind adapts whatever experience she had, in her home. She goes to this there's not enough thing. So it's just interesting. And it makes me just, being around my dad as he's planting seeds, and then being around my mom as she's, her dementia is doing whatever. It's just keeps you in the mindset of your thoughts are the seeds. Your thoughts are the seeds. Your thoughts are the seeds. And so it's easy to let your environment shape your thoughts. And we run on autopilot all the time. we're always running on autopilot. Think about it. When you drove somewhere yesterday, or whenever you brushed your teeth, or whatever it is that you do on a daily basis, that's autopilot. You're not thinking about that. And so the scary part is that everything else is controlled. There's so much that controls, your situation, and that puts you in a mindset or a lifestyle that you may not be in agreement with, that you didn't necessarily sign up for. And so yesterday was just like, man, let me go back to my energy and my frequency. And if life is a reflection of my energy, energy grows where energy goes. If life is a reflection of what I'm putting energy on, that's really powerful if you really take the time to think about it. People don't like to. All the time, people send me messages about how they don't like to look at their reality because it's depressing. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense, to ignore everything so that you can keep being the way that you are and keep even going further down the black hole. Not on my watch. I want to actually look all the time and assess all the time. So I want to encourage you guys this morning. The scripture, as a man thinketh in his heart. The scripture, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your heart is your subconscious mind. And how do things get on our heart? How do things get on our heart? It comes through our senses. What we see, what we smell, ladies, what we touch. You touch a good man, girl, he all on your heart. And if it's the wrong good man, then you know what I'm saying? You be stuck for a little bit. So it just happens. I'm not exempt. My job is to try to curate my environment so that it is in alignment with what I want to actually manifest. So I need to stay in the energy of the frequency of these different things that I desire. And so this morning when I was thinking about that, I always go back to those moments where I was living in North Dallas and I had an apartment that I couldn't afford, and I was just figuring out starting my business, and I was sick of corporate, and I was living check to check, eating Taco Bell Taco Bell was everything, and Wingstop was luxury. Like that was my norm. I was very excited because we didn't get to eat out a lot at home. My mom didn't believe in that. She was like, we don't have money for that. So she would always cook and plan out the meals, and we had the same stuff, which I so value the way my mom raised me. But also, I would go to other people's houses and they would have like on-brand soda and fruit snacks. And I got excited about that because we didn't have it. So crazy, right? So when I got on my own and I began to get things like Wingstop, that was a luxury for me because we didn't eat Wingstop on a regular basis. Like that didn't, my aunt did, we would go to my aunt's house and I would be so excited. And I always thought she was cooler because she bought food. Isn't that crazy, you guys? So small-minded, but that's actually what happened. And so when I think back to that moment in my life where, I was dead broke, but I could taste the Wingstop on my brokest day. You look in your bank account, you got $43, right? But you like, I'm gonna get them wings for $13.49 or $19.99, whatever the wings were. You have $40 and you're gonna spend 20 of it on Wingstop. That was my norm. Now, here's the power of this message, and it may seem silly, and I'm using a small example, but I could taste the wings. I could feel the joy and the excitement of when I get the wings and I get home and I'm going to turn on TV and I'm just going to be happy for that moment because I have these wings that literally make my soul happy. I ate so many lemon pepper wings to the point where I can't, to this day, I cannot eat Wingstop. I will throw, like, it makes my stomach hurt. I'm just sick. Like one wing from Wingstop will make me sick for 3 days. It's weird. My body just has a complete, like, oh, hell to the no. That's how my body is with Wingstop. But it's because I wore it out, first of all. Second of all, back to the story. I was so excited to taste the wing, to just dip it in the extra ranch. Make sure you make it crispy. Put a little extra seasoning on it. I needed all flats. Like, I got so detailed into, even right now, like, I wish I could eat Wingstop because I would eat it all the time. Oh, I would eat it all the time. My point is, if you understand the thought creates the thing. And so the thoughts are always creating things in our lives. They are seeds. And so just like water, when you water a plant, you're going to get weeds and you're going to get the flower. And so you have to remember that your thoughts are always happening. Everything is it's always happening. And so you have to be careful. The cool thing is that you can navigate. You can actually navigate the conversation, because if you don't, it's going to manifest all of these things. And so I was back in the day doing manifestation one-on-one, feeling everything before I actually received it, so much so that no matter what, it was going to happen. Does that make sense, you guys? I'll give you another example. If you look at in that same time period in my life, again, don't have any money, don't have a plan, I wasn't even living check to check, because the checks would be gone right when I get them. It was like everything was due. I never could pay my car note on time. My car note was never on time, like never. Like I literally couldn't pay it. So I was really good at calling people and being like, no, I can't pay that. But I always found money, ignorant mindset. I always found money for things that I wanted to find money for. So again, like the Wingstop or my hair. I don't know about you guys, but the way I grew up, we don't play about our hair. So in that broke state, just broke as a joke, okay? Broke. I would begin to visualize how I was going to look once I got the hair. I would begin to feel glam. I would begin to just feel sexy. I began to take on the persona that I wanted the hair to give me before I ever got the hair. If you follow me back in the day, or if you knew me back in the day, I always wore hair all the way down to my butt. Okay, first of all, that hair is expensive. So I was broke as all outdoors, buying $100-some a bag worth of hair. Each bag of hair cost $100-some, right? Then I had to pay someone to put the hair in my head, a couple $100. So broke as hell, okay? But I visualized and I felt the way that I'm going to be once I get this hair. And no matter what, it always happened. Whether it was a man that came and bought it for me, whether I just scrubbled it up and bought it myself, the hair came to me. And when I got it, it was exactly as I pictured and imagined it. It felt the way I felt. And I was very whatever. Does that make sense, you guys? Your thoughts are always creating. It's not my job to know. I never knew how I was going to get all of the things that I desired, but I knew how I would feel. And I just was like, I can't wait. And I began to be obsessed with it. I would look at a million pictures and I would literally always like be in the energy of what life's going to be like when I get that thing. And I didn't care how it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen by a certain time because I needed it for the party or I needed it for whatever I was going to go be doing. Does that make sense, you guys? Does that make sense? And I'm telling you this because the fact that we can visualize certain things and not other things is the gag. Like the fact that in my most brokest state, I could visualize like all of this glamorous life being super, super broke. Imagine what happens when you focus your thoughts and your energy and your frequency in everything that you're putting out. I will tell you, once you begin to get in that realm of where you want to now manifest something new and you need your environment and your energy to be a certain way, it's interesting because it's going to require faith thinking. It's going to require you to stop something that you've been doing that was really enjoyable. Right? But you have to focus. And so it's a new energy. It's a new vibration. If you want to go to a new level, one thing that I've heard a couple of friends say that made me kind of like sit back is they're like, oh, it's okay. We don't, people try to make you comfortable when you're trying to go to another level. They're like, you don't have to work that hard. You already got money. You don't have to work that hard. You can just rest. People that start saying that stuff, I go away. Like, I'm not going to hang with you because that's not real. Like resting makes you comfortable. You become the biggest fish in the pond. If I'm the biggest fish in the pond, like at some point, I'm not even using faith living anymore. I'm just existing. I'm just doing the same old do to get the same old thing to keep getting the same. You can't get a new life, an upgraded life. There's nothing wrong with your life, but there's always more. So I have a hunger for more, not because I'm ungrateful or not satisfied, but because I know that more is available. This is an infinite universe. Like, everything's possible. So you are giving your gift and talents to be basic? I don't think so. God is not basic. And if I'm in his image and likeness, I'm not born to be basic. And so I want to tell you guys that as much as we can manifest the things that I have in my life right now, there are some things that I'm manifesting. I'm like, I don't even want that. Like, oh, let me go back. I'm excited that I noticed that, because now I get to go back and revisit the fact that that's not in alignment with where I'm going. And that conversation isn't okay. And that's going to lead me back over here, which I don't want that. So now let me not stay in the energy of what I don't want. Let me just get into the energy, the mindset, the feeling, the taste, the smell, the thought, the everything of this new thing that I desire. Does that make sense, you guys? There's something that you desire today, and you have to be a match for it. Like, have you ever walked around? I've seen people, I know women, I don't know them, but I know of women, right? Where people will be like, oh, she's mean, she's messy, she's evil, blah, blah, blah. They'll go down this thing of how this person is so a certain way to them. And then I meet the person, and the person never tries that stuff that they try with the other people, because I'm not an energetic match for BS. Right? You can't come at me certain ways. It's just not going to happen. That's like a kid that try to be trifling with. So I literally know children who act up with their parents, and then when they get around me, they be like, y'all know, if you have parents like I had parents, they will smack, choke, slap, body slam. I ain't with that. Don't whoop a kid. I don't believe you should just beat on children, blah, blah, blah. Don't come to me with your new age stuff. I am grateful for the whippings that I got. I needed them whippings, okay? Some of them was a no, but most of them was a yep, you need your tail whooped, okay? People know who they can punk, is my point. That's an energetic match. I don't have the energetic match for somebody trying me like that. People say whatever on the internet, and I'm petty. I picks up the phone on them customer service calls and be like, hey, it's Keisha. They be like, hello? Yeah, I read your email. So you were saying? They have nothing to say. There's an energetic match that you are available for. Like, ain't no man gonna talk crazy. I'm not getting beat up again. It's not happening. I have no energetic match, vibration, or frequency for things of that nature. Does that make sense? I'm trying to give you like examples of everyday things. Like, you're not going to see certain things happen in your life because you're simply not available for it. And so with that ideology, you can use it everywhere in your life. And you just simply need to be clear on what is it that you desire, and don't make it good or bad or any. It's just, this is what I want now, and that's it. And it's going to allow me to do this and this and this. And then you just stay in the energy, stay in the mindset, stay in the lifestyle, stay in the feelings, the senses of it, because things get in our heart. As a man thinketh, so is he. Your heart, and the scriptures, as a man thinketh in his heart, things get in your heart from your feelings and from your senses and from it sinks. Think about a song that comes on that just makes you feel happy. Everybody loves Stevie Wonder at some point, right? I've just done so many shows. If you start singing something like, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Even if you don't care for it, you just be like, it's like the feeling comes, right? There are certain moments in your life where these emotions come, and it's in your heart. And so it comes out of you, right? So the thing is, whatever I desire, my job is to simply keep realigning. And it's a process, you guys. I'm reading this book called Emotional Intimacy. Oh my God, it's insanely yummy. It's mind-blowing. I'm just like, whoo. I can't wait. I'm going to finish this book. I don't even know if I'm going to try to finish it like that, because I just keep dissecting things and it's just blowing my mind. I'm like, and it's opening up conversations that are releasing things, you know, in my own spirit and just helping me grow and see. I'm like, man, this book is amazing. It's called Emotional Intimacy. Let me see who made it. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Let me see who's the author. Robert Augustus, Emotional Intimacy. What is happening with my throat? Emotional Intimacy. Why can't I get the cover of the book? Okay, there we go. Cover. There you go. It's so good. You guys screenshot that. It's so good. Mind blowing. But the thing is, like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with growing myself. Like, I don't care about nothing else, because the more I grow myself, that's how I can be any and everything to any and everyone else that ever encounters my presence. If I don't grow myself, then I'm going to keep hitting these walls and not be available to do and be anything. I can't even imagine. So, like, I just want to encourage you guys today that, you know, to remember that your thoughts are creating whether you want it to or not. People say, oh, yeah, but I'm just kidding. But your thoughts, your subconscious, your heart is like the water. It doesn't care. It's going to just water the ground. Whether weeds grow, whether flowers grow, it's neutral. It's just water. And it has one job: to grow. It's going to grow weeds or it's going to grow flowers. It's inevitable to not have negative. I think you're human as long as you have emotions and feelings, but it's a matter of knowing how to notice the emotion and don't let it control your actions. You notice the emotion, you notice the feelings of maybe you feel hurt, maybe you feel angry, maybe you feel not enough, maybe you feel, you know, less than, which is the same thing. But noticing that stuff is so smart. And then going, now, what do I desire? You know, what do I actually, what is that frequency? How does it feel? How do I walk, talk, act like, think like the success that I'm seeking? How do I become that now where I am today versus when I get this thing, then I'll do that thing? Because that just doesn't work. I hear so many of my mentors saying that, and I've always thought that, and I've always felt crazy for just going to whatever feeling and emotion that I want versus like taking all these little steps and stuff, all these people that are really, really practical. I don't think that God is practical. I don't think that we have to live this super practical life. Like, what? Kind of boring. Anyway, the moral of the story is your thoughts are always planting some seeds, okay? And so your job is to manage the majority. That's your job. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, okay? The mind is going, it doesn't stop. Even when you sleep, stuff is actually happening. So if you could control, just like I would visualize those wings, taste the lemon pepper crispy off flats, I could just taste them and then I would just peel it and dip it in the ranch and be watching my show like Girlfriends or Sex in the City and just be full of joy, pure joy, because I'm just happy, right? Because this makes me happy in this moment. How can you live a life of pure bliss and joy and whatever else it is that you desire? I don't know. What else are you guys thinking about doing? Because we get caught up in how do I pay a bill or how do I whatever. And I'm just here to tell you that there's more. There's more, there's more, there's more. There's more than enough. There's just more of everything. And so that's my message. There's more of everything. You have the ability to manifest it, but you have to literally get into the energy, use your senses to create the feelings so that you can manifest it. And then be okay with when it happens. It's going to happen. Knowing that it's going to happen and releasing the timeline. Like, I would like for it to happen by this date, but in general, I know that that's going to happen. The end. And what's interesting is when you release when, and you just stay in the feelings and the energy, that's when things happen. Like, even this past couple weeks when I was with my mentor, Lisa Nichols, she had me doing things that I would have never, I didn't feel worthy to do. And this time my energy, I just been in the practicing of space of just being worthy, just because. And so I didn't feel worthy because of my age, because maybe I don't know, maybe I'm going to mess up. I don't want to mess up her stuff. So, but she kept pushing me. She kept seeing that I was ready, but I didn't see it for myself. And then once I saw it for myself, naturally I was thrown into these opportunities, and everything just flowed perfectly. Like I couldn't even make it up. It just flowed because I decided that I was good enough, because I decided that I was worthy, because I just stayed tuned into the frequency of, a boss. Okay, tuned into that and just came from that space. And, guys, it's just really powerful. So your thoughts are seeds. Thank you so much, Akia. Thank you. She said you rocked every moment of it too. You are worthy. Thank you. And it's just a decision. You decide, like, I am ready. I'm so ready. I've been ready. I'm born ready. And trust your heart, because that's where God lives. Like if you were pouring the word into you, trust that that's the only thing that things come out that are already there. So like messy people are messy because all they do is consume mess and drama. Like my faith conversation has been consistent on YouTube alone since 2007, like, I don't know, way back then, because that's just who I was. And as I began to experience things, my faith began to grow. The conversation got a little deeper. And so that's the only thing that's going to keep happening, because it's a lifestyle. Staying in the frequency. That answered my question. Oh, you had a question. How do you handle people that don't approach you, but instead gossip to tarnish you? Oh, I don't even, those people, they don't come in my radar. Like, I don't even give thought. I know, like someone who used to be a close friend of mine, I stopped kicking it with her because she stays in the energy of who's thinking about her. Like, I don't care if you think about me. Like, I sleep so good at night, but my daddy raised me that way too. So I do know I've been conditioned. It's not about knowing a lot. It's about the few things that prepare you for like a lot of things. And my daddy, military, he was like, what you worry about them for? Don't worry about other people's opinions. It's not your business. And so I don't ever care. I just don't care what you think about me. And even in the moment where I go, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing that, I really don't care that I'm doing that. Like, I can't believe I'm doing that, but I don't care if you don't care, because go away. Like, what? You're not paying no bills over here. One monkey don't stop no show, as T.I. says. So you just cannot even give that energy. Never give that energy. I don't care. People, you ever see, the reason why videos that talk about haters and stuff go popular is because everybody's in their head about who cares about them. When in reality, those same haters go home and hate themselves, and they don't have time to hate on you the way you think they hate on you. And even they are focused on you, the reigning truth in their soul is, I don't like myself. I'm not good enough. That's their thing. So it's never really about you. So I'm not going to sit and give it energy because I don't care. And when you know that you honestly are a good person, you can sleep good at night because you're a good person. Like, I'm not worried about something that someone could say because I know what I put out. So the other part is also living in a way that you literally are like living like this. So if somebody say Keisha said something, y'all better say, hey, let's call Keisha on three-way. Because Keisha, I can stand for my own. I can vouch for myself. Whatever I said, I'm happy to repeat. I'm never going to put myself in a situation. I just don't care enough, So thank God for my daddy, because that's how he raised me. But it's also living from a space of just authentic, like be you and don't be worried about nothing else. Okay. I really had to learn the hard way, but now I don't worry about others in that way. Focus point has to be on you and how you deliver all day. Like, just focus on, what am I up to? Like, I love what I'm up to. I love working out. Today, I did a different workout this morning. I'm so in love with that. I'm excited about what I'm having for lunch. I love that I had my mom yesterday, taking her for a walk. Like, I really want to go over there and take her for a walk. And I'm like excited that I'm going to go to Jamaica. I'm just excited. Like, my life, I'm worried about me. And that's also like, fill your life up with stuff that brings you joy. Like, your life should be joyous. It's not about happiness, should be a lifestyle. Joy is a lifestyle. Faith is a lifestyle. Why do people think, oh, because you want more, that you're ungrateful? Because, backgrounds, I know the way I grew up, it's like, you should be okay with just enough. Like, great, get that job, boom, lock that price in, don't move. Keep that price, keep that job. When I say price, what is it called? Salary. Keep that and don't move. Things might change in shit's gonna go sideways. Like that was the way. So, you know, it's other people's projections. I love that. My mind said exactly anything is possible. Yes, anything is possible. And it sounds crazy. And so I'm not for everybody. I don't make sense. A lot of times I don't talk to certain people about certain things because I just don't make sense to you. You take the stairs like one by one by one. And a lot of times it's necessary for where you are. And then I've just had experiences where I go, so I'm always trying to, and then sometimes God will be like, okay, girl, do like this. But you have to be in your own commune with the Holy Spirit, because that's what's going to rock you. Not what I'm saying and not whatever. God will bring you messages through people like myself. But in general, you need your own relationship so that you can be a gauge of what's real and what's fake, because there's so many gurus. There's so many people saying things. I was listening to a certain guru, and then I said, you are letting this person confuse you. Do y'all know that Beyonce song? Who do you think I is? Like that. I have to tell myself, like, who do you think you are? You already know this. Like, thank you, person, for reminding me that I already knew this and that I was doubting myself, and you're confusing me and making me think that I'm crazy. So, like, you just got to be careful. Know thyself, honey, and know God. Use the word, the end. And some of you guys need to reintroduce yourself because you've let someone. I love that song, the Jay-Z. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is H to the O-B. I used to move. Like, that song gets me so hyped because I have to reintroduce myself to me sometimes because my negative self-chatter, to other people who forgot who I was, or I've allowed them to present something to me that's not at my standard. Allow me to reintroduce myself. You have to it's okay. Like, get clear on who you are and what you want, and just be, capital B-E. Your thoughts are seeds. Right. I'm just starting to get there. Good. That's powerful. Happiness is a lifestyle. It really is. And it's learning to be happy. And I'm so sensitive to it. Like, if you look at, I was happy when I was broke eating Wingstop. I was very happy. I was happy when I was in an abusive relationship. Even though it was an abusive relationship, I was still finding happiness. I was still finding joy and gratitude. I was still finding joy when I was, deciding that I couldn't go to college. I couldn't stay in my classes. It was sad, but you know what? I say, you know what? This doesn't define me. Like, you have to live a life of these things. These moments don't define me. I am that I am. Like, I'm weak and God is strong. And in this moment, I'm weak, God is strong. So I have to lean on that. Let me find, it's a practice, because you have to, in the middle of something dramatic, I'm really good at finding the joy. When I had a car wreck and almost died, I was really good at finding the joy. When I was in the hospital and almost died, I was so good at finding the joy that they let me go because they were like, she's happy, she's good. To the point to where it's like, I needed, like, people are so not used to being positive. They don't get it. Like, and it's not that I don't get irritated. I rant and spaz all the time, but I go like, oh, let me just find a happy moment. Let me just go fix my train of thought. Let me fix my feelings, because I refuse to live in the energy of just something negative. It feels like sickness in my body. I can't do it. I don't want to do it, but that limits your full potential. What does? What limits your full potential? Let me look at some of these comments. People that don't approach you. People gonna always talk. People talk trash about me all the time. It's funny because it doesn't even, every now and then you hear somebody say something or you hear some opinion and I laugh like, what? Like, because I know that at the end of the day, good is always Proverbs tells you that 1,000,000 times. Good stands. When you good, you good. Even if you get persecuted, good stands at the end of the day. Nelson Mandela, like, Jesus. That's my wing order. I love lemon pepper wings. Like, I really love lemon pepper wings. That's powerful. It's not about knowing everything, but a few things that prepare you for a lot of things. Seriously, you guys, you don't need to know. I don't know everything, but I'm really good at a few things. The sales class that we have, it's not because I'm just some whatever. I'm really good at making offers. I want you to be really good at making offers so you can see an increase in your income. That's it. Like, that's it. And you have to decide that you're worthy. You have to decide that people need what you have. You have to, hopefully you have something that people need, because you just can't be making up stuff. But like, there's a whole process, but it's only a few things. It's a few things that you do consistently, repeatedly. And over time, they make the difference. But we keep switching. And then, like, I know, like, I've been guilty. Like, I know. When you stop allowing yourselves to be you. Oh, yeah, limit your potential when you stop allowing yourself to be you. I say, keep talking trash as I deposit my millions and live with joy, periods. Periods! Get it, girl. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys to remember that your thoughts are seeds. And so whatever you're sitting up thinking about today, in this moment, in this hour, I want you to redirect. If it doesn't serve your magnificently abundant future, redirect. Redirect. Good morning, Tina Brown, Asia, Bernice, Glennis. What's up, Calvin, Rochetta, Sierra, Hortsy. What up, y'all? So that's it. That's all. Thoughts or seeds. Good morning, Sharina, Nawalzi, Jackie. Something said, watch this, and this message is for me. Thank you. Yay, Jackie Light. God is good. So that is all I have for you guys in this moment, is to understand that your energy, your life is a result of the energy that you're putting out. Like, even the small things. I tell people all the time, when I get in their car and they're like road ragey, I don't got time for all that road rage. Like, chill out, man. I'm so chill. Like, not about to stress out in the car. I feel like the people that have a lot of road rage, you attract tailgaters. You attract ignorance on the freeway, because that's just what you expect. Like, I don't have these issues. I'm just trying to zoom in my drop top. Like, what? I just want to enjoy it. I don't get in the car and I'm not stressed. And if you stressed every time, you need to check your time. Quit being late, so you ain't got to be stressing. You could just chill and cruise wherever you're going. Like, oh my God. You have to just be careful. Can you hold that book up again for a screenshot? Yes. I have 7 text messages. Every time I clear my inbox, it just goes back cray. Emotional intimacy. So freaking good. So good. I just can't tell it all. Oh, I just can't tell it all. So good. Who remembers that song? So good. I was a kid. Okay, now I can't get it off the screen of the book. Okay. I don't even know. How do I go back to? Okay. Sync to the furthest page. You are at 1. The furthest page is 395. All right. Okay. Here we go. So that's an oldie song. LOL, my friend that doesn't even drive, no license, has passenger road rage. I know, I can't take it. Like, you guys, we are our friends, like, to some extent. So if your friends are struggling and you're struggling, we don't want to seem mean, but we're going to have to get some new friends, boo-boo. Got to get some new friends. That's just the way that it goes. You have to get people who are playing bigger than you. Period. So, announcements. If you guys want to get into my mindset school that I'm very excited about, all you have to do is text, okay? All you have to do is text the word. It's actually 2 words. Good tea. Good tea. Just text it. 2 words. I should just made it 1 word, but it's 2 words. And you're going to text it to this number. Let me get you this. I'm going to put the number in the comments. How about that? Text good tea if you want the link to join my school. Right now it's still $12. It's not about to be. But it'll send you the link so that you can join the school. We actually going into detail about this week. If you love this conversation and you want to have actual lesson plans, step by step, like things that you can implement and practice, more of an organized lesson, and you definitely don't want to miss Good Tea this week. It's going to be off the chain. I've already written it out, and I'm getting ready to get that out in a PDF format to the school members. So you can text the word Good Tea to the number in the comments, 214-919-5443. And then if you want to be on my free VIP list where you get all the details about motivation. You guys enjoyed this conversation. If you want to know more about my music, if you want to know about the success conversation, I love talking about business tips that just help us, create the success that we seek. Hey, Shakisha, what's going on? You just text this number, but you text the word VIP to get on the email list. So it's super cool. So there's the free list that allows you to just stay in updates on all things mindset, business, and motivation music, motivation conversation. And then if you know that you want to join the school and you want to work on your mind, I'm telling you guys, the most powerful thing you can do is work on your mind. Everything else is extra. Everything else you can Google, you can read a book. Once you get determined, you can do whatever you want to do. Like you are self-made. All those self-made people didn't have all this stuff. They just had a mindset like, okay, this is where I'm going, and this is my new standard, and this is happening. So I gotta go. I gotta teach a lesson, a couple lessons. So I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. If you have any questions, just go to LakeishaMichelle.com. The chat box is always open. We love all the questions, all of the inquiries, and I will see you guys later. Turn on your notifications too, because I'm going to go back live with some business conversations. So if you know you want more clients and more income, let's have a chat about that. Talk soon. Peace out. Love you too. Thanks for being here. Thank you. I will. You really help me push myself. Negative thoughts are really hard for me to shake. And start with changing that belief. Negative thoughts are hard for me to shake. If that's your belief, then that's going to be the truth for you. Is that true? Could you really change your frequency, change your energy, change your vibe? Could you turn on some music and just, like, you can't be negative listening to Please Me Back? Maybe you could, but I can't. Like, figure out how to keep interrupting that pattern and take away the negative thoughts are really hard for me. No, they're not. You have what you say. You have what you say. So that's not the truth unless you want it to be the truth. And so you have to develop new truths and you have to practice them. Like you have to be, if you got to repeat it all day, every day, if you got to find a group of people that are focused on breaking negative patterns like the Mindset School, then that's what you got to do. All right. I love you guys. Get on the list. If you know you want to join the school, it's $12 a month, you guys. $12. That's not even, that's like, that means $12 a month. Just text Good Tea to get the link to join the school. Just text 214-919-5443. Act like a success. Totally. That song to me just says it all. Act like a success and think like a success in order to become the best. Listen. Acting like and thinking like is really bringing up those feelings and those emotions and put you in the frequency and the vibration of the things that you desire and the things that you deem successful. Everybody has a different version of success, but acting like it. It's just like an actor. You see them. We were watching a movie yesterday. My dad was like looking at Mike Epps. He was like, he's just a good actor because he makes you just really believe like you don't see anything but the character because you have to get into the energy and frequency of that person. And the cool thing is that that's exactly how we get to do life. Like get into the energy and frequency of the life that you desire and just trust that it's happening. It's happening every single day. You're moving closer and closer. I sing your songs on Spotify. I was like, yes, yay. You guys, Lakeisha Michelle Music. All you got to do is type in Lakeisha Michelle on Apple Music, on Amazon, on Spotify, on Tidal. It's on everything, on YouTube. And that is all for now. Peace out. I love you guys.